When it comes to morning television, there are few personalities who have been able to hold an audience as consistently as Kelly Ripa. Sharp, funny, endlessly energetic, and often unfiltered in the most charming of ways, she has built a reputation as not just a talk show host but a cultural figure whose personal milestones draw just as much attention as her professional ones. That fact was made abundantly clear on her recent 55th birthday, when tributes poured in from colleagues, friends, fans, and one in particular left David Muir, her longtime close friend and ABC's World News Tonight anchor, completely floored. What could possibly leave one of America's most unshakable newsmen in disbelief? The answer lies in the way Kelly Ripa's celebration blended humor, glamour, and raw honesty into a tribute unlike anything television had seen in recent memory. The build-up to a big day. Kelly Ripa has never been one to downplay a birthday. Over the years, she's been known to poke fun at her age, make her co-hosts squirm with candid confessions, and occasionally let viewers in on intimate family traditions. Her 55th was expected to be no different, except this time, her friends and family had quietly conspired to make it an event. The morning kicked off on Live with Kelly and Mark with a playful montage of Ripa through the decades. Her All My Children soap opera days, her early years as Regis Philbin's co-host, her countless Halloween costumes on the show, and sweet moments with husband Mark Consuelos. Yet it wasn't the sappy highlight reel that set the tone, it was the gleefully unflinching narration from Mark himself, who teased her about her hairstyles, wardrobe experiments, and even her most infamous on-air slip-ups. The audience roared, but Kelly, with mock horror, threw her hands over her face. "I told you to burn the mushroom haircut photos," she shouted, only to have Mark cue up an even more embarrassing clip. A star-studded tribute. The montage ended, but the surprises were just beginning. One by one, celebrities and co-workers appeared via video message. Ryan Seacrest cracked jokes about their time as co-hosts, Anderson Cooper teased her about their long friendship and competitive parenting chats, and Andy Cohen raised a glass from his set of Watch What Happens Live. Each tribute was affectionate but playful, a hallmark of the Ripa inner circle. Then came the shocker. Suddenly, the giant studio screen flickered, and there was David Muir, suited up behind his anchor desk but noticeably more emotional than the nation is used to seeing him. "Kelly," he began, his voice quieter than his usual commanding delivery, "I thought I knew you better than anyone. But even after all these years, you still find ways to surprise me." Behind him, producers had queued up never-before-seen clips of Muir and Ripa together, beach vacations with their families, casual dinners, even a hilarious outtake of Ripa trying, and failing, to keep a straight face while filming a mock newscast intro at ABC headquarters. The studio audience gasped at the intimacy of the footage. This wasn't a polished news anchor delivering a scripted tribute, this was a best friend caught in the act of genuine affection. David Muir's disbelief. And then it happened. Muir, who has covered wars, elections, and disasters without so much as flinching, actually laughed in disbelief as a never-before-revealed story played out on screen. The clip showed Kelly dressed in a makeshift reporter's blazer, standing outside Muir's house in what appeared to be the dead of night. She held a microphone fashioned out of a hairbrush and shouted, "This just in, David Muir refuses to admit that Kelly Ripa is the better journalist." A bleary-eyed Muir opened his front door in sweatpants and could only shake his head, muttering, "This is not happening." Back in the studio, the audience erupted. Muir chuckled, shaking his head on screen. "That night still haunts me. You don't show up at a journalist's house at midnight unless it's breaking news." And Kelly, apparently, thought she was breaking news. Ripa doubled over with laughter as the clip played, clutching Mark's arm. "That was supposed to be destroyed," she squealed. "I begged her not to air this," Muir continued, still laughing. "But here it is, immortalized forever. Happy birthday, Kelly, you got me." Viewers flooded social media within seconds. The hashtags #DavidMuirDisbelief and #Kelly55 began trending on X, with fans calling the segment the funniest birthday tribute in live history. Some noted how rare it was to see Muir caught off guard and laughing so freely, while others marveled at the decades-long friendship between the two. The friendship that anchors them. Kelly Ripa and David Muir's friendship has long been one of those Hollywood bonds that seems unshakable, built not on publicity but on shared values and mutual respect. Though she thrives in daytime chatter and he commands the nightly news desk, their connection has always been refreshingly normal. They vacation together, their families are intertwined, and they've often spoken of leaning on each other during tough times. That sense of history was what made his tribute so touching. While others joked about her career and age, Muir's disbelief wasn't just about the antics of an old video. It was about realizing that, even after all these years, Kelly Ripa is still full of surprises. For a man who makes a living anticipating and explaining the unexpected, that revelation was rare and priceless. Mark Consuelos' mic drop. Not to be outdone, Mark Consuelos added his own flourish to the morning. After Muir's segment ended, the studio lights dimmed, and Consuelos pulled out a microphone. To the shock of everyone, including Kelly, he began singing a sultry rendition of "Can't Take My Eyes Off You." Kelly buried her face in her hands, both mortified and clearly touched. "You're lucky you're cute," she told him afterward, trying to regain her composure as the audience applauded. It was the perfect blend of sincerity and spectacle, a reminder that, for Kelly Ripa, every personal moment inevitably becomes a performance, and every performance somehow feels personal. Social media explosion. The tribute wasn't confined to the studio. Fans online kept the celebration rolling. Instagram was filled with side-by-side photos of Kelly's early acting career versus her present-day look, marveling at how little she seemed to have aged. Twitter threads chronicled her funniest live TV mishaps, from collapsing into laughter during cooking segments to accidentally swearing on air. And Facebook fan pages lit up with heartfelt notes from viewers who felt they'd grown up with her. Even celebrities who hadn't made it into the on-air tribute chimed in. Jennifer Aniston called her the funniest woman I know. Sarah Jessica Parker posted a throwback photo from a Broadway night out. And Anderson Cooper, never one to miss an opportunity to rib his friend, tweeted simply, "55 looks good on you. I'm still taller, though." Kelly's reflection. As the show drew to a close, Kelly, still visibly glowing from the outpouring, took a rare moment to reflect. "You know, birthdays are weird," she admitted. "They make you think about the years behind you, the years ahead, and whether you've made the most of your time. I look at this incredible family, my husband, my kids, my friends like David, Anderson, Andy, and then all of you here in the audience and watching at home, and I think, wow. I'm the luckiest 55-year-old alive." She grew momentarily teary before breaking the mood with a quip. "Also, I can't believe David still has that footage. I need to talk to my lawyer." The audience laughed, but it was clear the moment had struck her deeply. In an industry notorious for fleeting friendships and superficial relationships, the authenticity of her connections, especially with someone as respected as Muir, stood out. Why the moment resonated. What made this birthday tribute different from the countless celebrity milestones celebrated on television wasn't just the humor or the star power. It was the vulnerability. Seeing David Muir, a man trained to maintain composure under any circumstance, reduced to laughing disbelief over a goofy midnight prank reminded viewers that behind the polished personas are real people with messy, funny, endearing histories. And seeing Kelly Ripa, who often keeps things light, take a moment of genuine gratitude reminded viewers why she has remained beloved for decades. For fans, it was a reminder of the power of long-lasting friendships, of finding joy in shared memories, and of celebrating the people who make life richer. The aftermath. In the days following the broadcast, clips of Muir's disbelief circulated widely online, racking up millions of views. Morning shows replayed the segment, entertainment outlets analyzed it, and fans begged for more behind-the-scenes glimpses of the Ripa-Muir friendship. ABC even teased the possibility of a joint special featuring the two, though whether it materializes remains to be seen. Kelly, for her part, leaned into the moment, reposting clips on her Instagram with cheeky captions like, "Breaking news, I'm still the better journalist." Muir reposted one of her jokes with a simple response, "No comment." Fans ate it up. A birthday to remember. At 55, Kelly Ripa shows no sign of slowing down. Her energy, wit, and willingness to poke fun at herself continue to make her a daytime TV powerhouse. But what her birthday tribute made clear is that her true legacy may not be her Emmy Awards, her ratings, or even her career longevity. It may be the relationships she's built along the way, relationships strong enough to leave even the most unflappable news anchor in disbelief. And as the confetti settled, one thing became certain. For Kelly Ripa, the headline of the day wasn't just, "Happy 55th." It was a story about love, laughter, and the rare friendships that survive the glare of the spotlight. In the end, even David Muir had to admit, this was breaking news worth celebrating.